of the kingdom.
See, he doesn't need me to ask these questions, does he, Riley?
All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
He's ready when you guys are, so we're going to take it from the top. Ready? In a 3, 2, 1, roll them.
Honestly, I don't know if I can do this. Okay.
You got to just be yourself. You're good.
You're not on camera.
I know, but still, I don't know why you thought I could do this. This is crazy.
Oh, it's fun, isn't it? Don't you think this is like a little bit of a challenge for you? You're stepping outside of your comfort zone a little bit.
Stop. Riley, stop
And
it.
then eventually we can get to where you're not so shy to be on camera and we'll do an actual interview and it'll be awesome.
No.
Yeah.
I do websites. Okay. And I think it's because I didn't write it, probably. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
that's
not
why I said
mine.
if you feel you
Okay.
want to reword it or whatever you want to say, that's fine.
I cannot do this.
You're funny.
I know, I can feel myself getting like hot.
We're here live with the mastermind, creator, inventor. Hang on, I got a phone call. Just chill. Oh boy. Hey. No, I'm at the Capitol. We're just starting to shoot video. You just called as if we started the tape. Yep.
So what other places, where else do you work? I mean, like, what other places do you tape?
Who do we work with?
Yeah, like,
So
what are
you
your
haven't
other
even
clients?
started.
Like,
Oh, that's
we work
fine.
with
So I'm gonna be there
Sparrow,
late.
we
I
work
might
with
not miss nothing, so
MSU,
just stay warm.
small businesses like Cravings Popcorn.
Oh, perfect.
cool.
That'll be great then.
A lot of
Hopefully the
nonprofit
first one
work.
doesn't go
We
Okay.
do a
2.5
lot of
hours.
nonprofit work because that's
All right,
my
well,
bread
good.
and
I'm glad
butter.
you let me know, but
Oh,
I'll be
really?
there probably within the hour.
That's where
I
we
can
like
take
to
my
be.
time
So
now
we
then.
work with like
Okay, talk to me.
Michigan Association of Chiropractors, Child and Family Charities, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to interview myself? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Roll.
That's about it, huh? I'm here with the design guy, the inventor, the mastermind, if you will, of a new concept baseball facility being brought to Lansing, Mr. Jeff Lazarus. Tell us a bit about your passion for the game of baseball and how you see this as a tool to get local kids involved with baseball.
Well, what I've created is a concept facility that allows kids to come into a miniature stadium environment to play baseball, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, up to a 5-on-5 type of setting. It's unique in a way that I've created this facility to get local involvement. There's been a declining interest in baseball over the last 2 decades statistically, and I'm excited because I think that this concept not only creates an interest level for kids to get involved with the game, but it's an actual tool that established ball players can actually use for practice. Growing up in Detroit, we played baseball, sandlot ball, and it was always a park full of kids. We played 9-on-9 and there was 9 kids waiting outside the fence to play the winning team. And you just don't see that anymore, particularly in the inner cities. A few things that keep kids from getting involved with baseball are obviously computers and video games, deteriorating fields, and trying to get 18 players together. And this, I think, alleviates that involvement of trying to get that many kids to play baseball.
What is the process thus far in getting the venture to this point?
We've been working with some influential people in the Lansing community. I'm excited to have some recognizable names on board. It's been a long haul for me to get to this point because I've been trying to recruit and get people on board to not only see the potential in what this concept has to offer, but to see that I have other forces on board that are not only promoting but endorsing this concept. Jake Boss Jr. is one of the names that I like to throw out there because he's a recognizable name in the community. He's the head coach for the MSU baseball team. And I've also approached the Lansing Lugnuts, who are also endorsing this concept. At this point, we have the mayor of Lansing, Verge Boneros, on board. He's providing the property for the construction and development of Strikeout Baseball. And it's going to be located at Ferris Park near the Capitol downtown. And we're excited because we're kind of partnering with an existing facility called Beacon Field that's a scaled down soccer facility, similar to what I'm trying to do along the lines of baseball.
Will this be a pay-as-you-play, or is it a free amenity to the public?
This facility will be owned by the city of Lansing. I'm just the designer and creator of this facility. I'm excited because I'm working with some recognizable names in the architectural world, Hobbs and Black, Wheelan out of Lansing, formerly Wheelan Daveco construction team, and they've been instrumental in helping provide a lot of the background information. A lot of the structural engineering has gone through them. They're excited to be a part of something unique here in the community that's not just good for the kids, but good for baseball in general.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the functionality of the game. How does it differ from playing pickup or sandlot ball, as you referenced?
Strikeout baseball is designed to play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, up to a 5-on-5 setting, like I stated. And you actually pitch a rubber ball to a wall that has a strike zone painted on it. So there's no catcher, the ball bounces back. And when the ball's hit, there's lines that determine what's an out, a double, a triple, and the value of the hit. So you're keeping track of the game while you're playing with the participants. So it's a little unique from the standpoint of no fly balls and no base running, but you have the three elements of baseball, which are pitching, hitting, and fielding.
What has been the response from the city so far, and who are the active partners that are involved?
I've been working with the Parks and Rec Department for about a year and a half, and they were intrigued with the idea and the concept that I was presenting to them because, as I said, this is a unique concept that doesn't exist. I'm excited to share more of my passion for the game and how this game can not only spark an interest but be a tool for kids to learn how to play baseball. Like I said, there's been a declining interest in baseball over the last 2 decades. And my thinking is that if you get kids involved with the game at an early age, they're more apt to go on to play in some of the municipal programs and some of the other structured leagues that there are available to them.
Will there be any grant monies awarded to this project? If so, where will they come from?
We're working with LEAP, Lansing Economic Area Partnership, and there is a Patronicity. I always say patriotism. Patronicity grant that is available. We can always cut that. Go back and we'll just re-ask that.
Just ask that question.
Just ask that question again.
Will there be any grant monies awarded to this project? And if so, where will the money come from?
We're working with the LEAP organization, Lansing Economic Area Partnership, and we qualify for a patronicity grant, which will have some involvement financially for this program at the tail end of the crowdfunding. So we're in the process of collaborating and developing a website in order to allow people to be involved with some of the funding, as well as making contributions and sponsorships that'll be available to fund this program.
So how will you seek funding, and what will the format be for acquiring those funds?
We're thinking just a GoFundMe page is what we'll have, and then we're going to look at some sponsorships from local corporations and businesses that want to be a part of this concept and see the potential and what it has to offer to the community. The mayor was pretty happy when we presented this to the city and said that this is a great asset, this is a great tool to get kids involved, not just with baseball, but just involved with athletics overall, and obviously in an effort to fight against childhood obesity, which has been a big effort in inner cities.
Other than the GoFundMe page, is there anything that the public can do to help? How can they provide contributions to this project?
I think what we'll do is we're thinking about a walkway to sell bricks. We might do a brick sale to get some local people involved on a residential level, or individuals that want to contribute or participate in the crowdfunding campaign. So I'm not real certain how that will work yet. We're still in the development phases of that. But I think once we get to that point, we'll be able to put some things out on our website and inform the public and share with them some of the ideas that we have in the best ways to get the funding together.
Okay.
We'll have some spaces available within the graphics of the facility that we're going to sell to some of the bigger name sponsors. And we're working right now with the Lansing Lug Nuts to try to work with some of the sponsors and advertisers that are already part of the Lug Nuts program, because our facility is replicated behind Cooley Law School Stadium.
Great. Sounds like you have well on your way with the crowdfunding. The context you've made, is there a projected timeline that you're trying to meet in getting the baseball facility constructed?
Our hope was to start construction mid-summer, and I think we could still be on target for that if we could get everything in place and finalize the overall cost. We're working on a budget to see if we could trim down some of the expenses and some of the overall construction costs that are associated with this project. But once we get the final numbers, once we get the website and devise a strategic game plan, I think that the funding will come pretty easily, I'm hoping. And there's a good chance that this could be constructed and built and being operational by the end of the summer of 2017. That's my ultimate goal and hope. We'll see what happens. It's up in the air at this point, but all we can do is move forward with the best effort that we can.
And once again, once it's constructed, it's maintained by the city?
The city will own this. This is free for free play. First come, first serve. Grab a bat and a ball and a glove like we did when we were kids. And there's some modified rules, but your pitching, hitting, and fielding, the response that I've gotten from adults and kids alike has been overwhelming because I know that there's some validity to this. I built one of these in the Detroit area a few years back, and the response was great. I just didn't have the time to nurture it and get it rolling off the ground the way I want to do with this facility here in Lansing. So we're seeking some strategic partnerships from not only established businesses, but some people that are affiliated with Lansing. We're hoping we could get some things into the hands of Magic Johnson, John Smoltz, our great target people that have an appreciation, not only involvement with baseball, but a passion for the city of Lansing. So with those two things combined, Strikeout Baseball is really going to be a great fit for this community. There's a great following of baseball constituents, and I think there's a lot of people that will get involved with this game at a younger age and maybe go on to become a major league ball player. That's always been my motivation behind doing this, is to breed kids to get involved with what we used to call our national pastime. Again, we played in the city growing up, and we never had a problem rounding up players. Kids don't do that anymore for a handful of reasons that I've already mentioned. But I think when you take a look at the fun aspect, we have a public address announce system where we announce the kids' names when they come up to the plate. We have a sound effects machine that has crowd noise and organ sounds. So here's a 12-year-old kid playing against some of his buddies like he's in an actual stadium, pitching, hitting, and fielding. And it's a rush. It's a lot of fun. I had an older gentleman say to me here a couple weeks ago, he said, this would be great for us guys that love baseball that don't play anymore. And while that's true, I really want this to be a tool to spark an interest with kids to get involved with baseball at an early age, and that is what I think the city and the community sees in the value of Strikeout Baseball.
Perfect. That's great. That ended